I'm Wayne Roche. Um, we were at Door of Hope in 2002. My wife and I got married in a very unstable environment. As I met her, she went into a shelter with Sean and his younger brother Dominic at the time. There were no other shelters that would allow us to all be there. It was funny because we would go I was sneaking in at night to be with them in a room, and then I'd sneak back out in the morning. So we were doing all of that and still going to work every day. I didn't have recorded income in any real place, so in a self-employment situation in construction. So even though I had a good trade and a good skill, I was still homeless. I have no background to get an apartment, even in some of the worst parts of town, because no work history. Although I've been working for years and we're doing all this stuff. And then my wife found the Door of Hope. Back then, the Door of Hope was the only family shelter we had come across. And part of the requirement for Door of Hope, being at Door of Hope, was following programs like financial literacy, job placement if you needed it. But I would sit in a circle of men, and we would just talk about things that we were experiencing. Those are the most valuable, assets in my life, because those are people who've invested in me, and that's beautiful. I got to invest in them as well. So Door of Hope had a lot to do with that. It was like a lighthouse in many aspects, where we were able to land here, and it was a rock for us.
Prior to it, without going too deep into detail, wasn't the best home situation. Like my biological father and whatnot. I would go to school. I wouldn't have the nicest clothes. I wouldn't have the nicest anything. And I didn't really like it. But when I got to Door of Hope, that was like the first time I actually felt a stronger sense of community with the other kids inside of there, because we were going through the same thing. So there wasn't no judgment. You don't have this, you don't have that.
And those are things that really made a difference, because like Sean was saying, in any shelter you were housed, but Door of Hope actually has a hands-on approach and a partnership approach. And to me, that's what's required.
And they're also doing so much more than just helping you. They were preparing people and setting you up to do well once you transition from the place.
Right. 24 years since Door of Hope. We have moved on. Sean's grown. I am now a supervisor with the city of Los Angeles.
I'm a senior maintenance technician at an apartment complex. And that's simply just from watching how hard he was working back in those days. That's where it started. That's where the seed was planted. It made me want to be a tradesman.
From what Door of Hope was when we were there in 2002 to where it is now, it was just that one house and a couple families, to where Door of Hope is now many houses and tens of families. It's refreshing to see that it hasn't stopped.
These things are staples in the community at this point, and I'd hope that it continues to grow.
When I'm talking to people all the time, I'm always, what our community needs is people to go back. We need to be going back and reaching back and reaching back. And it's like, okay, I talk a good game, but what about actually doing it? And I heard that there was a kid who possibly wanted mentorship. And I was like, okay, cool, I'm in.
Definitely seeing Elijah letting that guard down, that I don't want to meet nobody new. I don't want to be around nobody else because I don't know what they're going to do. That fear of somebody hurting him. Their bond and relationship it's so great. It's amazing, because he's still that adult male role model in his life, but then at the same time, he's silly with him. He gets on his level. Let's talk about it. Let's get into it.
Yeah, I get to use my story. I get to use all the challenges that I've faced are always going to be a benefit to friends, family. Because of what we've gotten here at Door of Hope, I'll be able to take that forward and help other people.